Joined now by the Congressman Pete Sessions from the great state of Texas. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and a very happy Father's Day to you.
And it is a beautiful, happy Father's Day, and in my case, Grandfather's Day, I hope.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
I love that.
I love that.
To the fathers and the grandfathers out there, I've seen you've been sharing a lot of pro-life messages, tying that to Father's Day, the beauty of being a parent. I mean, the two really go hand in hand here.
Well, in fact, they do, and families are the key to that. The opportunity to have people, children involved in your life, to pass on Americanism, pass on the views and things that we believe in, to have children to be able to be a part of a family and the life of people is the life of America and our nation. We are one nation under God.
Beautifully said.
Beautifully said, exactly. Congressman, I do want to pivot to the Iran war here. I mean, you released a statement regarding the memorandum of understanding with Iran, saying in part, quote, "My review of the MOU raises serious questions that must be answered before this is finalized, and I believe the administration's own negotiators owe the American people visibility," unquote. So how do you feel about where things stand as of right now?
Well, I feel that because I've been a member of Congress for quite some time, I have seen how administrations, how leaders, how people, and how the body is a decision-making body, and that they do this because they come in to direct contact with those people. In this case, Senator or Vice President J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance will come to our conference. He will go on the Senate side. He will be in closed doors. He will be asked direct questions. And it's important that he answer these questions. And of course, they can abound on TV. That's pretty easy. But when the negotiators come and actually sit down and walk through these things, not just the thinking of what the Iranians said, but what our expectations are, it will become clear. But for me to simply take the MOU and say, well, I'm for it or against it, I think misses the point. The negotiation is the key to this, and that is where the president, but really J.D. Vance is going to come up on the Hill, going to have to meet with people who will ask these tough questions. But before we decide whether we're for it or against it, there needs to be a little bit more homework done.
Yeah, let's talk about the Fraud Prevention Act. This is something that a bill that you helped, really help push forward. It just passed the House, sitting in the Senate right now. Can you walk us through the bill and what you kind of expect to be, when you expect to be taken up by the Senate, and what impacts this would have?
Sure. During the 4 years that President Biden was our president, by and large, those 4 years, his answer to COVID was have the government stay at home. During that period of time, the government was not fully at work. And during that period of time, there was some $300 to $500 billion a year because of the self-reporting status that the administration allowed at that time. We lost a lot of money. There was a $2 trillion put in the till, and about $2 trillion, one way or another, over this whole process, one way or another, was stolen. So there was an organization that was called PAC, and the PAC is a pandemic response organization that began looking at this massive fraud. They have some 1.8 billion pieces of data and information, names, addresses, phone numbers, emails. And this was the organization that we believe should be empowered moving forward to be able to address fraud. It still exists in our government and in people who are asking for government benefits. This bill simply says we are going to move all of this authority and responsibility on a permanent basis, move it forward to the Treasury Department, where the Inspector General and that organization will be more or less responsible for the oversight. And we will have someone who's looking at day-to-day fraud and running through people who currently are getting benefits to find out if they would fit in that circumstance. This started as a bipartisan issue. I'd certainly like to see it continue that way.
Congressman Pete Sessions from the great state of Texas, thanks for being here this morning. We appreciate your time, sir.
And
You
happy
bet.
Father's Day to
Happy
you.
Father's Day.
Thank you.
Well, still to come, President Trump.